Hi everybody, thanks for joining us. Andy Lightbody, Rocky Mountain Television. You know, there's an old saying when it comes to people that are using optics and for the firearms, binoculars, spotting scopes and all of that. Oftentimes you end up spending 2 or 3 times more on the optics than you do on the rifle or whatever you're shooting. Well, there's a revolution taking place out there and we recently found them. It's the Hawke Sports Optics Group, and Hawke is with an E. Now, joining us is Brad Bonner, who is, well, I guess the head spokesperson for all of the line. This is a company that we don't know very well here in the United States. They're kind of the new kids on the block, and yet they're already basically kicking butt and taking names in a lot of different ways simply because of the quality of what they offer, the affordability of what they offer, and now you're going to find out about some of the features that they offer. You guys have a long-standing tradition over in the United Kingdom and in Europe.
Yes. We've been around for 32 years now. We dominate the market in England, and we're a major player in the European bloc. At this point in time, we're actually shipping to 42 different countries.
That's remarkable.
It is.
And yet you've only been here in the United States for just a few years.
We came to the United States in 2007 when the corporate fathers decided it was time to create a presence over here.
And I can see why, because again, what we're looking at today, folks, is a wide variety of binoculars, spotting scopes, rifle scopes, and I'm not just talking rifle scopes in a traditional long-range big bore, am I? You've got scopes for
full spectrum black powder, slug guns, crossbows, air rifles, anything that shoots, basically.
If you shoot it, you've probably got a product for it.
Very likely.
200 plus products, it appears, and growing now, even here in the United States marketplace.
Indeed, we're always developing new product lines to round out something or designing something specific for crossbow optics, for example.
And with controlling already about 50% of the marketplace over in the United Kingdom.
In the United Kingdom,
you know, you guys are probably one of the better, well-kept secrets when it comes to
on this side of the pond.
Yeah, on this side of the pond.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Talking a little bit about some of the new scopes that are coming on for 2011 that people can look at right now and say, whoa, wait a minute, look at all the features and look at the price points.
Actually, we've got 3 brand new families that we're bringing online for this year. This is a new varmint series, and always has been a very, very good seller for our company. Historically, we had adjustable objectives up in front. But
as a lot of them do.
As a lot of them do. However, what we've done is we've remodeled it and we've put a side focus parallax on the side of it, so it's much easier to get your parallax error removed while you're in shooting position without having to reach out in front.
So when I'm, again, when I'm in a shooting position, then I don't have to raise my head, try to turn things this and that way. So from the convenience standpoint of being able to keep it literally an eye on the animal and or the target
while you're focusing.
While I'm focusing, right here I've got the parallax thing.
Yep.
On this particular model, how many different variations, what powers? What are we looking
we
at?
actually, in this product family, we have 4 different chassis. We have a 2.5 by 10, a 3 to 12, 4 to 16, and a 6 by 24, which is what this one here is.
So you covered the entire spectrum
for everybody.
Spectrum.
These are great scopes for prairie dog hunters, coyote hunters, that kind of thing.
Reach out and touch them.
Yep, indeed.
Graduate me up.
All right, next we've got our Panorama. This is a brand new series for us, and number one, this is 25 millimeter monotube chassis, so it's all one piece of aluminum that houses it. And Panorama, what that means is we've actually designed a new optical system. We call it an EV. It stands for Extreme View. So we give a 20% wider field of view as you look through this as compared to a competing scope.
So more like at home, like my wide screen
there you
TV
have it. There you have
as compared to my little boxy one.
Yep, like going from a 36 to a 42 inch flat
screen. An objective lens? And
the objective on this one happens to be a 50, but we've got several choices in this range, 40 and 50s. These have a glass etched reticle. They're illuminated in red and blue. And we added blue illumination this year to some of our new models, and the reason for that is we found on rare occasions that there are men who were colorblind for red and green, which is historically
so they can see the blue. I never about even thought about that.
And it's very cool too.
Okay.
So in any event, that's the new Panoramas, and we're already, these just hit our warehouse a few weeks ago, and they're already a smoking hot
Now,
group.
if I want to move up and I want the high-tech electronics.
High-tech electronics, okay, the Digi Night Eyes. Brand new
Say
for
that
us.
again?
Digi Night Eyes.
Digi,
all digital illumination controls. Actually, the president of our company is an electronic engineer, and he designs our circuits.
Okay.
So there's no moving parts here. This is just all solid state, so really nothing to go wrong. There's 24 different levels of illumination for each color, red and blue. Again, a glass etched reticle, and again, side focus parallax.
And I can adjust the illumination factor of from very minor all the way to a full bright in my face if I need it.
For daytime,
shooting. But
for low
early
light,
morning, low light,
or
late
night
evening,
hunting,
or even night varmint hunting type thing.
The coyote guys, the bobcat guys that hunt at night, you could turn it down to where you can. It's not going to spoil your night vision.
You told me also before we went on camera that it's not a solid illuminated reticle.
This is
it's like a pulse or something.
Okay. That has to do with the illumination package. The circuit is designed in such that it actually is pulsing many times per second.
Bazillion times faster than your eye can.
Your eye cannot discern it, but what it does is it exponentiates the battery life because it's only on half the time, but you don't know that.
So your eye and your brain reads it, it's full illumination all the time.
Exactly.
But in actuality, it's a battery saver.
Yes, it is.
And of course, for some of us who forget to turn it off, when we get back to the car and put the gun away, I come out and I find a dead battery.
It's got auto shutdown. It'll go to sleep in an hour.
I like that.
I
like that. Brad, there's an old saying in the industry also, okay, now that I've got all of this, which, by the way, is, you're not going to believe the affordability factor of this. I mean, it's going to, with the features that they've got, the optics, the quality of being able to look downrange and spot that target, stay on target, the price point is really what is going to be another driving factor in addition to the quality. But the old saying goes, now that I got it, what am I going to do with it? How am I going to be able to tune it and make it shoot for me? What's it really going to do for me as the hunter or as the shooter?
Okay, one of the things that truly sets Hawke apart is our reticle designer is a 3-time world champion shooter. He's also a brilliant mathematician, and he worked with a software engineer to develop a ballistic program that we can take our scopes that have reticles that were designed to work with it, put it on virtually any weapon, and we can tell you exactly what your bullet is going to do as it relates to the aim points on our reticles.
How do we do that?
You can
what is it called?
It's called the Ballistic Reticle Calculator. Ballistic Reticle Calculator.
BRC.
The Hawke BRC. And it's free to the world. All that they do is go to our website, hawkeoptics.com, and download the BRC. They own it in about 2 minutes.
Now, they then can put in all of their own ballistics, my bullet weight, my...
Actually, it works a little bit differently. Ours doesn't care about the weight of the bullet. It doesn't care about the ballistics coefficient. Our program works on loss of velocity. We create a value.
So I put in, if I know what my muzzle velocity is?
We put in a muzzle velocity and a downrange velocity, and when we know how much velocity that projectile is losing in a known yardage, we can create an ED value, and we can extrapolate the
Somebody told me
curve.
You could calculate out to like 1,000 yards?
It depends on...
And tell me within a shot or two?
Yes.
That's where that bullet is going to hit, and now these are the adjustments you make, and there it is. And I don't have to have a Hawke scope. I can download it, and I can piddle around with it and play with it,
absolutely,
and fine-tune it on my own. It's free.
It's free.
Okay, it's free.
It works with our reticles, though. The spacing on our reticles was designed to work with the program. So
simple as that.
It is.
Simple as that.
You just add some true data from your rifle and your round combination, and we've blueprinted that weapon. The problem with, just taking the information off the side of the box, that bullet's going to shoot different out of my gun than it is yours.
Out of mine, yes.
So we're truly blueprinting the weapon and the round combination. We do it for crossbows.
As well.
As well.
Well, obviously, if nothing else, people are going to be wanting to come to the website and say, I got to see this, I got to download this, I got to have this.
And they're getting something for free.
Yeah, and then they're foolish if they don't match it up with a Hawke Sports Optics set of glass in one fashion or another. As we wrap this up, if people would like more information about the Hawke Sports Optics group, and Hawke, of course, with the E, because we've got binoculars that we haven't touched. We've got spotting scopes, which, by the way, folks, I had a personal opportunity to test one of these, and I marveled. I kept looking at the features, and I said, it does this, it does that. Isn't that... Somebody was thinking ahead when, the fine-tuning on this. you know, is reflective of a much higher priced scope, not higher quality, because the quality is already there. Where would you like them to go? How do they get in contact with you to see everything that you got? 200 plus products, it's going to take them a while.
They could go to the Hawke website and basically see everything that we stock at our warehouse in Fort Wayne, Indiana. If they have technical questions, they can call in and talk to either Mike or myself at 877-429-5347, and that won't cost them anything.
See, and the website is there for seeing the entire product line, things that we haven't
click
even
on
covered
anything.
yet.
Exactly.
Brad, thanks for taking the time to join us. Obviously, as you can tell, I'm kind of excited. I mean, we discovered these people through an outdoor riding association. We got a chance to put the hands on. We got to see the quality that was there. And guess what? It isn't going to cost you 3 times what your rifle cost you, which has been a tradition in the industry that now needs to be broken. For Rocky Mountain Television, the 2011, some of the new products that the Hawke Sports Optics Group is introducing. Thanks for joining us, everybody.